Riverton High School has 127 students in a certain class, and they're either 16 or 17 years old. And for some reason, we know the sum of their ages, and that's 2,111 years. So the question is, using this information, can we figure out how many 17-year-olds there are? Well, this is called a system of equations because we know two things, two basic ideas. We know how many total students there are, and then we know what the total sum of their ages is. That's two ideas. That makes two equations. Solving two equations is called a system. So let's write down those things we know first. And I'm going to say this. X equals the number of 16-year-olds. And Y equals the number of 17-year-olds. And it's very helpful to set a variable like this at the beginning of your equation so you can write true algebra equations. And I'll give you the example, the first one. The number of students, X plus Y, is 127. And if I use their age information, 16 times the number of 16-year-olds plus 17 times the number of 17-year-olds equals 2,111. So this is a great start. Now we just need to solve these two equations. So what I'm going to do here, let me erase my scratch work from earlier. I'm going to show you how we go about doing that. And I'm going to do something called substitution. Okay? I'm going to take this equation and I'm going to rewrite it. I'm going to say X equals 127 minus Y. Okay? And now I'm going to plug that back in here. This is why it's called substitution, because you're substituting it back into the equation. So this becomes 16 times 127 minus Y plus 17Y equals 2,111. And now look at what we have. It's an equation that only has Y's in it. We know we can solve equations that are only one variable. So I have to cheat. I have to look at my 16 times 127. I figured out before that was equal to 2,032 minus 16Y plus 17Y equals 2,011. Which means, if I simplify this a little bit, I have 2,032 plus Y equals 2,111. And if I now subtract, I get Y equals 79. Now that's an answer. Let's be very careful here that we actually are talking about 17-year-olds, right? Y is the number of 17-year-olds, and there's my answer. Now, word of caution. It could have been possible for me to solve this equation and accidentally figure out X instead of Y. If I look back at the beginning, I'd say, oh, wait a minute. I got my 16-year-olds, not my 17-year-olds. So you just got to be careful which variable you're talking about. And if you solve for the wrong one, no problem. Just plug it in here and find the other one that you were looking for.